Drop it down to my knees, Lord, answer me. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I keep my DB. I know them niggas don't want no part, I keep us easy. Hey, hey, all big ass easy. My mama tell me all the time, baby, you gonna be a star. But she don't even like right music. For real. How that's your dog in the young, that nigga won't get your peak. I had to start fucking with niggas, I knew they won't fuck with me. And I can't wait to ride touch, we gon' run the mix. Shit, I can't wait to scope touch, we gon' kill the niggas. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I brought the blitz. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put an extension. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I make your mama bitch. I had to move up out my mama house, I couldn't bring the tension. Cause when I leave about this bitch, I gotta bring the glitz. Hey, when I leave about this bitch, I don't know if I'm come back in it. And if you really active, nigga, you know what I'm feeling. I told my niggas bull out, cause we on a mission. My girl be telling me chill out, cause she need a nigga. And plus my son, he getting older, that's my little nigga. It ain't shit I wanna do for my fucking children. And making it back home and I'm no, I ain't playing with them. I hear them niggas talking like I'll keep that playing with them. Shout out to all the American Aborigines in the chat, man. Peace and blessings, man. Get the energies up, man. Drop them fire emojis. I'm tired of bitch ass niggas act like we don't know a nigga. I'm tired of bitch ass niggas act like we won't get with them. I feel like I gotta pick my sweat. I be ignoring the nigga. I feel like I gotta pick me on nigga. I keep a Jordan with me. I feel like I gotta pick these 3 3s they ain't hit a nigga. Yeah, yeah, these 3 3s ain't hit a nigga. I feel like I gotta pick me on nigga. I keep a Jordan with me. Yeah, yeah, I keep a Jordan with me. I feel like I gotta pick me on nigga. I keep a Jordan with me. I little dog in the gut, that nigga won't get your peep. I had to start fucking with niggas, I know they won't fuck with me. And I can't wait to ride tough, we gon' run the league. Shit, I can't wait to score tough, we gon' kill the nigga. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I brought the clip. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put an extension. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I make your mama bitch. I had to move about my mama house, I couldn't bring attention. Yeah, I couldn't bring attention. I had to move up out my mouth house, I couldn't bring attention. Hey, when I leave about this bitch, I gotta bring the clip. Hey, when I leave about this bitch, I don't know what come back in. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. Peace and blessings, man. Hopefully everybody having a great grand rising. Hopefully y'all be able to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the live stream. That's one of the most important things that you can do is share the live stream. I appreciate all the support. Let's get right into the next Jabby Jam. Whatever it takes. The hell he went. You know, I had to really step back, look at my situation for what it was. You know, I had to look at my life like it was a movie. I had to look at all the moving parts. Yeah, so I really understand what it was. When they say love make you blind. Yeah. I'm introverted. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bank. I got a murder. Can't go for the back. The streets wanna murder. This shit come with burdens. The streets wanna murder. Streets wanna murder. I told you that this ain't a boss. It come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. Paint the city red. All the shit I seen replaying in my head. Heard the streets smoking, so we caught them boys instead. Black wanna murder when they caught with another band. And I pray they would. But it was right, really, niggas was crooked. Playing the pity with niggas that cost them a bunch. Didn't wanna do it to them, but I had to push it. We'll put in the streets, we'll put in the trap, we'll hit on the music. I write my bones on this microphone, it's therapeutic. I know the streets listen when I talk, I can't abuse it, I can't abuse it. I can't abuse it, I can't abuse it, I can't abuse it. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bag, I got a murder. Head goes for the block, the streets wanna murder. This shit come with murder. I'm introverted. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bank. I got a murder. Can't close for the block, the streets wanna murder. This shit come with burdens. The streets wanna murder. Streets wanna murder. I told you that this ain't a boss. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all thumb up the video. Make sure y'all support the channel. Hey, man, it's your brother Big Aboriginal Power, man. Thumb up the video. Very, very important for you guys to thumb up the video. I want to say peace and blessings, grand rising to each and everybody tuning in. I ain't showing no feelings. I ain't showing no feelings. Yeah. Homie called my phone, he told me, call her with this rap shit. Lately I been going crazy, feeling like I'm bad shit. My men in the gutter, all these bitches want me crack shit. Niggas talking down on me, they don't want me half shit. Try to stay legitimate, I'm back on this trap shit. Try to put up in the crib, strike and made him backsplit. Girls who call my phone, I know he heard it, but he act tough. Bitches try to line him, we gon' find him, they gon' give it up. Bro told me I did enough, but really I ain't get enough. Try to turn my city up, and trying to take my life from me. They trying to take my life from me. That's why I keep this pipe on me. Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love, no face love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God, bro. When the snake gon' show his face, then that's how God, bro. Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love, no face love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God, bro. When the snake gon' show his face, then that's how God, bro. I ain't showing no feelings. Weak emotions is expression. It's a reason to kill him. Wanna side with this baby, but I got angels with me. See some demons that's gon' blow him, but I pray he didn't. See my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bets. Ain't no turning back out. Niggas who ran when we caught his ass, got caught in that jail. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Snake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God, bro. And the snake gon' show his face, then that's how God, bro. Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love, no face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God, bro. And the snake gon' show his face, then that's how God, bro. Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love, no face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God, bro. When the snake gon' show his face, then that's how God, bro.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all thumb up that video. Hit that like button. We about to play the last Jammy Jam. We about to start the live stream right now. So I'm gonna need y'all to thumb up the video, share the live stream. If y'all can hear me loud and clear, drop them fire emojis in the chat. This is the Wake and Bake Show. I want to know where y'all at, what y'all smoking on this Grand Rising. We about to connect with the ethers. We about to get into this deep information. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's go.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. Alleyway. Coco, this your season right now. They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them care. They won't see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them care. They won't see me care. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair by numb is veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them care. They won't see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them care. They won't see me care.
Lost, see, I glossed too. We shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Excuse me. This is the Wake and Bake Show. I know we lighting up the gas this morning. We about to take that ride out to Pluto. Wake up, y'all. This is the Grand Rising Show. We got DJ Cuddy in the house, y'all.
I'm in the house. I'm in the house.
Let's
Come
go.
on in, family. Wake on up.
The best to do it if you ever knew it, man. Say it one more time, man. Shout out to DJ Cuddy, man. I'm gonna take my time out to shout out everybody that took their time out to come rock with the brother Big Aboriginal Power. All right, so I want to say peace and blessings to everybody that's watching this that's not able to chat. And I'm gonna shout out to some of the brothers and sisters that are in the chat right now currently. Shout out to Pop Reed, man. Shout out to AK Wilmore Reed in the building. Elizabeth Young, Tony Forlow, DJ Cuddy in the building, Sun Baby, Suda Natural in the building, Sagittarius Jones, Legend of the Naga Charlie, Legend of the Naga Charlie in the building, Music Therapy. Shout out to you guys. Enoch's in the building, Enoch's in the motherfucking building, Antone Williams, Tayshawn. Who else we got? Shout out to y'all. We lit already. We lit in this thing. We got my big brother, Hardline Boss, XAP8DV. We got Lady Goddess. We got Chief Courtney Michelle. We got Craig Lloyd in the building. Come up that video. Share the live stream. We got Tanika Francis. Shout out to Tanika Francis in the building. Who else? We got Susan Thompson, Realize TV, Commander in Chief. Shout out to Commander in Chief. We got Vixen 99. Shout out to everybody. Come on in, goddamn it. All right, we got a nice little live. We got a nice ass little live in the building lined up for you guys. We're gonna get to some of this breakdown from Rod Waves. He's gonna give us some of this fire that he got lined up.
That's right.
Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking chat, y'all. Listen, y'all know I got the battle rap thing going on. I will be selecting 5 people to be part of the reaction panel. So if y'all want to do that, make sure y'all hit the link later on at the end of the live and tap in. If y'all want to be part of the reaction panel live on the battle rap platform, y'all gonna be on the platform reacting to the battles and the raps and the rhymes live. If y'all want to come on live stream later on when we announce that. Hey man, we about to get straight into this information, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all any longer. Only thing I want to know is y'all let me know where y'all was at this grand rising. Where y'all at in America and what y'all smoking on. Y'all know that's our culture. Y'all know that's part of our culture. So don't be slacking. Where y'all at with it? Let me know where y'all at with it, man. I'm gonna try to shout y'all out what y'all got going on, man. So shout out to my brother, Mr. Aboriginal Smith, for tuning in. Shout out to him for tapping in. Shout out to Chief Jonesy, man. Once again, shout out to Chief Jonesy. Me and Chief Jonesy. Yes, me and we all grips, and I know that it's for the better purposes of what we got going on. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to Chief Jonesy, man.
Right, because we following the script that the enemy brought. Go back to your own culture, go back to your own ways, and then we won't be falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Right? H. Rap Brown, they charged him, gave him life or so many years for shooting the police. If you watch the trial, pull his trial up on court TV and watch that shit and tell me you can actually believe this man is guilty. Right? But what we do, they got his ass. Lucky it wasn't me.
That's the double standards in the system. My man said 707 Narco doing dabs this morning. Shout out to my man on the dabs this grand rising. Okay. You know, the goddamn dabs. That boy about to be asleep by the end of the live stream.
We laugh at the leaders that fall, but won't none of them one that's doing all of the laughing step up and do nothing about the condition. They talk about reparations. I'm telling them we got something bigger than reparations. That's pocket change. They got you focused on reparations, so you won't never realize you don't need it if you get the imposters off the land. But they got us in fighting about reparations. Reparations is easy. It's a formula to get reparations. We don't match the formula is the reason we're not getting reparations.
Well, what's the formula?
First of all, you got to have a central government. See, when they paid the Japanese, they had a government in the nations that represented them. We don't got that. Because we surrendered it when we accepted the settlers' government as our government. You forfeit your right then. So you ain't gonna never get reparations because you can't even identify the correct homeland to start setting up the governmental structure with a centralized leadership that can lobby for you on the world stage because you're too busy laughing at your leaders when they fall and the enemy cutting them down left and right. He telling you he cutting them down. He publishing it in his books. He putting it on his news screen and you going along to get along. Right? So we watching the Iran-Contra scandal play out, how they deceived Ricky Ross. And so they didn't deceive him into selling drugs to get money. They deceived him to the fact that they was the feds. That's called entrapment. They ain't supposed to do that. And if it's discovered they did, that's supposed to automatically vindicate him by something called qualified immunity. So when you sitting here watching the government do all the dirt, but you letting them cut down your own leadership, you become just as much a part of the problem as the oppressor. Y'all on the same playing field, on the same side of the field now. You sold out without ever getting a dime for it. Because the gossip is...
You know what that is? When you take shit and turn on your people and you sell out, right? And you go, just say Eric Snowden, right? Eric Snowden didn't sell any information. He just took it and gave it out for free. That's called espionage.
That's right.
You release information on your own recognizance based off of you going at your own government. It's called espionage when you give it away for free. It's also a much harsher crime than the other version, which is what they call treason. Treason is where you make a profit off of the stolen information. You know
That's right.
Treason is when you make a profit off of the information. So you're gonna get treated worse when you sell out and don't get no money for it. These niggas selling out and didn't get a damn dime.
Free. So you sold out without getting nothing for your gospel, spreading your opinions that serve no ends to the resolution to the condition. I ain't want no parts of this shit. Because when I went to them, they all told me I didn't know nothing. So since
his new name is not just Rod Hayes no more. His name is Lightning Rod Hayes. His name is Lightning Rod Hayes. Motherfucker, you gotta add that lightning because he come with that type.
I don't know nothing. Y'all figure it out. And then I heard Farrakhan on the speech saying that he needs some help. Nigga, here go to help. Y'all didn't shut the door on me before. Shut it again, I won't be back. I didn't study these motherfuckers from asshole to appetite. I know exactly how they move. I know what they do. I know they don't match us. The ones that's organic to this land over here, they call America. I don't care what they want to call us. We wasn't called none of that shit before they came. It ain't part of our culture. It's repugnant to the conscious mind to accept being called black, Negroes, Moors. It's repugnant to the conscious mind that's truly conscious. Before 1492, we wasn't over here talking about no Moors or no Morocco.
So you don't get with the whole Nomu Drew Ali, the whole Moorish.
Nomu Drew Ali is a different story. Because he the one told me to study them motherfuckers. Because he said get a good Moorish education. But he made it clear you understand he was a Cherokee high chief on the land. And that he knew there was somebody on the land who don't belong here. That's then usurped the government from the people of the land. But in international law, it's always something called a redemption process to reclaim anything that was stolen from you at the Jubilee. It's the Jubilee. We reclaiming our shit. Our people just got to wake up to the fact that when we say free Larry Hoover, it's because he is the spokesperson for the chiefs across the land. It don't got nothing to do with, okay, so they say he was a gang chief. So they had warlords as the president. Despots, pedophiles, rapists, boy molesters.
Yeah, and often these same people that he's talking about as pedophile, molesters, and brutish people often get memorialized by the United States government. They build statues of these people.
Shame.
They're gonna build statues of somebody who killed thousands of people and raped thousands of men and little boys and girls. But we can't promote around a nigga who just did some work.
As the president. So I'd rather have a gang chief or a leader than have all that slimy ass shit on my hands.
If he was the chief and where our culture is matriarchal, who's Big Mama overlooking Larry Hoover? Who
Khadijah Muhammad.
Who's that? I'm not sure.
Khadijah Muhammad is Minister Farrakhan's wife. She is indigenous to the land. Right now, she have the most matriarchs under her direct command as the MGTGCC. Right? And then when you take the affiliation of the Moorish Women's Consulate, but she automatically becomes heir to that on the Islamic connection. So now she done took over all their shit by supporting her husband. Because she got the birthright to the land to draw the matriarchs together. Right? And when you draw the matriarchs together, the men have to clear the way. So this is why when you hear about the Orisha, you're hearing about the Ogun and the Oshun and the Legba, you seeing them swinging them fucking blades, the openers of the way, clearers of the path, High John the Conqueror, Low John the Conqueror. This is what they talking about. The chiefs on the land had this obligation to our women to restore our prominence by unifying our people at the grassroots level to individually, in their own individual capacity, affirm their organic rights to the land by saying enough is enough. They have to produce Hoover because his job as the law of the land is to speak for the round table of all of the chiefs across the land. The leadership is not the problem. They are united. They waiting on the clans to wake up, to realize we've been in a long, drawn out, protracted struggle for freedom and liberation. And now it's time for us to stand up and take it. And we tucking our tail between our legs and we pointing our fingers at everybody, but we ain't looking at ourselves, which brings us to the shadow work part of the video.
Yes, very important. Please explain what is shadow work and how do we do it, my brother?
Shadow work is you directly addressing those negative traits and characteristics that you don't even want to accept the fact are in your character. Right? So anything that's repugnant to you and somebody else, make sure you're not the one doing it. If gossip is what you use as your tool to judge a good person, and you a gossiping motherfucker, then you ain't did your shadow work.
You projecting, you're saying. You projecting.
Right. Yeah. So you so busy judging everybody else, you ain't even took time to do the critical analysis of the self. The critical analysis of the self allows you the opportunity to grow from a mortal to immortal self. Right? This is why they call it the dark night of the soul when you're really doing the shadow work.
Dark night of the soul.
Right. Because you go through all of the purging of those negative traits. And you also cleaning up your family tree when you do it.
Important. Very important.
Right? Because while you correcting the error in you, your good ancestors is telling the ancestors that was influencing you in that energy. Sit your ass down and let the baby do his work. Right? And sometimes they got to fight up there. As above, so below.
You're talking about the astral.
Right. spirit realm.
Yeah.
Right? So we still connected to them spiritually. We just they not here physically present.
Mm-hmm.
But they influence reside in the code that's written in our DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Where our weaknesses is where we need to make the correction to get rid of the weaker ancestral trait in order to produce a higher ancestral projection into the future. Right? So it's a game of relay. Everybody get a chance to work on themselves so that they can make a better way for the generation to come. That's our job across the land.
It's a game. I love that. I love that analogy. A game of relay. Okay. Excellent, bro. Okay.
Right. So we the elders now. So they told me, get your old ass up there and tell them. I said, I don't want to tell them. They said, why you don't want to tell them? I said, because Farrakhan told them, Elijah told them, Malcolm told them, Martin told them, all the way back to Denmark Vesey told them, Prince Hall told them, Garvey told them, and they still didn't listen. What the fuck make you think they're going to listen to me?
And what they said?
You ain't going to never know till you try. You'll never know till you try. If you don't like the way the world is, do something about it. Right? Yeah. So I didn't like the world was, but I still.
Right. So if you don't like something, you do something about it. You put that energy and you bring what you don't like or something. You bring what you like to the world. If you don't like something, fix it. If it's broke, fix it. Don't tell them nothing, motherfucker. Why y'all doing this or why y'all doing that? Don't worry about what the next man's doing, because his mission statement might not be yours. His plan in life might not be the same as yours. He might be taking another pathway to success. There's different exit routes out of this motherfucker. Straight the fuck up. And we got to realize that we can't shit and criticize other people's outlook, because you're not where they at looking at things. So that your perspective is different.
I wasn't gonna do nothing about it. I just wasn't gonna bring no progeny into this motherfucker. The side effect was I deliberately brought a child into this world. Now I'm obligated to change it so that my son's future is better than my past. Right. So when he get to be the elder, he should not be working on racism, sexism, confused genders, right, broken homes. That shouldn't be his job. Right. So since I'm here, right, since I offered up the solution by restoring us, telling us to just return back to our organic ways, the man they produced the chief. Right. So on the 22nd, we had a cyber parade. Right. And the cyber parade was designed to interfere with the algorithms to fuck up the economic system. Because the economic system now is down to relying on the algorithm of the advertising dollar because the markets have been strangled. Right? So this is why on the 23rd, the market started dropping. Right? All this is related.
You know, Rod, I heard you describe yourself in previous videos as I don't if I misquote you, let me know, as a Native American witch doctor.
Yeah.
So could you explain to the people what exactly do you mean by Native American witch doctor? What does that entail, my brother? People are very curious about who you are.
Okay, so in the Christian world, they got preachers, reverends. Right? I ain't no Christian. In the Islamic world, they have imams and sheikhs. I ain't in the Islamic world. In the Hebrews, they have rabbis and kohanim. I ain't no Hebrew. I'm an organic indigenous person to this land, and I follow the religious practice or the spiritual practice of my ancestors, which is tuning ourselves into nature. And
you hear what he's saying? The organic, the Antanchan, the spiritual system of the Antanchan was nature. Connecting with nature, how you could benefit off of nature and how nature can still benefit off of you at the same time. That's called ecology. We mastered ecology. How you think they was talking about rain dances and and then shape shift and then manipulating the plane or the terrain. This is being equipped and having a very acute awareness of what's going on around you and how it's beneficiary to you.
To solve the problems of humanity by offering up the insight of the priest. The priest in the organic sense is a witch doctor or a wise doctor, right? But he's not a medical doctor that poisons you with pills. He teaches you how to live in harmony with nature and use nature as your first source to cure your ails. By properly taking care of your connection with nature, it involves how you eat, how you breathe, and how you sleep, right? So when you can tune with nature, then you can have a life that's pretty much as long as you choose to be here.
Thanks, definitely, definitely. All right, let's before we continue, family, I want to thank everybody. We're about at the half an hour mark. I want to thank everybody.
Shout out to everybody in this thing. We really literally just hit the half-hour marker, so let's get it in.
So it was President's Day. That also was George Washington's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So all these things it's called a convergence.
Mm-hmm.
So you imagine streams of energy coming in from different places, putting all of the pressure at a central point. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we call that an opening of a portal. It's significant in numerology, it's significant in astrology, and then it becomes twice as significant on Earth.
Mm-hmm. Twice,
right?
Okay.
So this is why we chose that for the cyber parade to ride that energy to try to get as many of our people to understand that this COINTELPRO operation to shut our people down is unsuccessful. That shit not working no more. We know what they done and it's recorded and they wrote it down. Right? So COINTELPRO is not a myth or a conspiracy theory. It is a government confessed operation to interrupt us, the organic people of the land who they don't want to come together in unity and stand up in their individual capacity to say, hey, tell Larry to come out here and tell us what the hell going on and who is this puppet that they got bouncing around talking about Joe Biden. Tell us what's really going on the land, because that's his job. Not his job because he was elected into Congress and the Senate. His job because the collection of chiefs say, whenever one of our soldiers figure it out, that's the chairman. He gonna have to tell the story now. So when I come and tell you the story of what happened, and I tell you we were invaded by some people called conquistadors.
Mm-hmm.
They killed off the chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the slaughter began the day after Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving was the day of the turkey, which was a festival, a harvest.
That's why you see a lot of them kings and queens using them turkey feathers.
Earth blessings is called earth rights. They villainized it and called it voodoo.
Mm.
And said voodoo is evil.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And we fall for that because we don't know better. When you know better, you're obligated to do better.
Mm.
Right? So my mama told me that, so she holding me to it. Right? So what everybody else before me was asked to do, they didn't get done. I did the dirty work, the cleanup man shit.
Right.
I dived out of bounds to grab the ball before it go out of bounds. Right? Slid across the baseball field to catch the pop fly that was barely about to make it.
Mm.
Right? All of the stuff, the dirty work on the team the cleanup man, with the part nobody else want to do.
Mm.
The Dennis Rodman work.
The Dennis Rodman work. Okay.
So
now we understand it. The Dennis Rodman work. Thank y'all for viewing this broadcast.
Hey man, hit that like button. I need everybody to hit that like button real quick, man. We got 143 people off in this live stream right now, so let's try to get everyone to hit that like button. Thumb up the video. It's your brother Big Aboriginal Power. If you're tuning in, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. We're gonna finish breaking down this information from Rod Hayes. We will probably open the link. All right, we will probably drop the link for you guys to ask some questions. After that, man, we're gonna keep this information going. Thumb up the video, and I need everybody in the chat, if you can hear me, to drop those fire emojis in the chat. Let me know that you can hear this loud and clear. Drop them fire emojis in the chat. Let's get it.
Jockey, he might even beat them there. They the ones get all of the shine at the Kentucky Derby. They don't never call a stable hand out there and raise his hands and thank him for cleaning up the horse shit. But it still has to be done to keep a clean stable. Somebody got to clean up the horse shit. Somebody got to do the part that all the rest of us don't want to do because it's the hard part. Right? So this is our life training. The hardest head get the hardest lesson. The hardest lesson become the most memorable experience. Once you know, you can't unknow. The hardest lesson become the most memorable experience. Hardest head get the hardest lesson. The hardest lesson become the most memorable experience. Once you know, you can't unknow.
Yes, sir.
To experience it for yourself, be able to relay a convincing story that's based in truth. Right? So when they put a job in front of me, Larry Hoover said we gangbanging. We be brain banging. He said we ain't gangbanging. He said let the fools gangbang. We need somebody to buckle down in the books. Right? We need somebody to study the problem from the outside. You can't get tatted up. You can't get GD put all on your arms and shit. You can't do that. You stay unidentified, folks. A UFO. Fly right under the radar and keep studying. Walk right through the valley of death, the penitentiary struggle, but keep studying. Right? Then when you get out and you finish your parole and you working in the real job, keep studying. Use everything they use to oppress us as the means of the come up. So if I gave them an hour in work, I got me 2 hours of studying on their computer system. You understand me? They're not going to get more of my time than I'm going to get. And they're not going to pay me enough ever to give me what I think I'm worth because they're not worth what I think I'm worth. Right? So now they got Rain Man trying to solve a math problem. That's the right guy for it. Slightly autistic, a little bit quirky and weird. But he know how to do the math. Right? He the one don't nobody want around because when he come in, he nut up when shit not right. And everybody is comfortable with the shit not being right. So then I'm the one ain't supposed to say nothing because I know what I'm talking about and I might infect somebody else with some shit called the truth.
Right.
Now that's the most offensive thing you can tell somebody because if you tell them the truth and it's not the truth they want to hear, you become their sworn enemy. And you ain't done nothing wrong but told the truth. Because now they not mad that you told them the truth. They mad because the truth came from you.
Right.
They didn't get it first.
They didn't get it yet.
Right? But they didn't do the work to get them to the part where they can understand the problem sufficient enough to do the math. Because they was too busy accusing everybody else and not doing nothing while they wasn't doing nothing.
Facts.
Calling everybody hypocrites and sellouts and they don't know nothing about them. We can have an opinion about everybody we see in the public, but we don't know them people. We don't know none of them people. We ain't never met them. 98% of us ain't never met them face to face. Right? They saying Larry a gangbanger. Got more degrees than anybody in motherfucking DC. Right? Larry a gangbanger. Got more degrees than anybody in motherfucking DC. Right? But ain't none of us took the time to write him a letter to find out his point of view, his angle, his perspective. Right? They told us Chief Malik Angel Bay, aka Jeff Ford, was about to commit acts of terrorism on our land, on domestic soil. They called him a domestic terrorist. And then after that, you know what these son bitches did? They blew up the World Trade Center the first time in '91 and blamed it on the Arabs. Then they blew up the federal building in Oklahoma
and blamed it on Timothy,
the good old boy,
Timothy McVeigh
and Terry Nichols. Right? Then they fucking flew planes into the building in 9/11, told us that some motherfuckers overseas done it. And then when the FBI report come out, the FBI files come out, coming to find out it was Dick Cheney and George Bush behind it the whole time. The whole time, so that they could have an excuse to kill Saddam Hussein because he put a hit on George Bush in '92. Look this shit up. This is some real shit. He put a hit out on George Herbert Walker Bush after he left office. I think it was '92, '93. Right? And his retaliation, because he didn't have nothing he could do as the president that we now is, he was a complete idiot. Right? We call him G Dummy.
Yeah.
Right? So he want to get back at Saddam. He's trying to figure out a way to fight a war with Saddam Hussein. Okay, now he got oil interests, because you know they've been in the oil business, the Prescott side of the family, since the early 1900s, late 1800s. They also international banking family, the Prescott family, right? So when you get down to the Bushes, who became Bushes under a marriage union, right? These motherfuckers turn around and finance the whole Bin Laden thing. We forget, you can look this up. The Mujahideen was funded by the CIA, and the Mujahideen was created by the CIA to defend Afghanistan's northern border from Russia. Right? CIA. The CIA went and extracted Saddam Hussein after assassination attempt on the Iraqi head of state. He was in exile. They put him back in the royal house so that he could have my man assassinated, and he took over the government in what they call an in-house coup. And the CIA funded it and designed it all. Look it up. Ain't none of this shit a secret. Right? So now, Ronald Reagan getting ready to take office, so they fly a plane into the Nevada desert and tell us our people got kidnapped by Iranians. We didn't find out until the 90s that that was a movie set in Nevada. That they end up using the very same footage from the movie set to make the movie about the hostages in Iran. It put that shit in our face like we some real idiots, because we some real idiots. We not gonna never pay that no attention. Ain't none of us looking at that. Right? So once they make the deal, now they trying to get drugs into our community. You got to keep that in mind. If you read Behold the Pale Horse, he'll tell you naval intelligence, above top secret, read the documents, telling you the format of the Bush family to bring the cocaine in on the oil rigs so they don't get searched. Because the oil rigs was diplomatic property and they were exempt from search. Right? So their family is a family. Here we go back to the Saudi ties. Right? And so what do? They make these connections all to oppress us and keep us from ever realizing who the fuck we is. So they undermine our leadership. Everything they doing, they accusing our leaders of doing it. They accusing our entertainers of doing the things that they entertainers is doing. Right? So that we can all look the same dirty. It's okay because it's gonna come out. Right? Some of us had to go in soldiers undercover. Like Lawrence Fishburne on Deep Cover. Right? In order to figure out what's going on our land. It's our shit. Been our shit for millennia.
It ain't never not been our shit for eons. That's what he about to go into. And I want him to go, I don't know in this particular live stream, but I know he's gonna break down all this ancient cosmology. He gonna get into the Mayan, Olmec, all that, man. This is some fire ass shit. He breaking it down. The brother is breaking it down, man. Y'all drop them fire emojis. Let's try to bring 200, 300 people in this live stream. The only way we're gonna get 300 people in this live stream unless each and every one of you guys in the chat that's watching this share the live stream. The share button is at the bottom of the screen. You know what I mean? At the bottom of the page, you can go down and see it right next to the like button. There's the share button. Share the live stream. Share your TikTok, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, your Snapchat. Share the live stream. Thumb up the video. It's very important for you guys to thumb up the video with the new algorithm in place. It only deals with pushing the information out by the interactions. And one of the main ways of interaction besides the chat is by hitting that like button and sharing the live stream. So we know that Elon Musk owns it. He added in his new algorithm separate from the Chinese Google algorithm. So it's a little different. We got to hit these like buttons and share this live stream, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. It's still the Wake and Bake channel live stream. So peace and blessings. Hit that like button. Thumb up the video. It's your brother Big Aboriginal Power. Let's get it.
Right? No, but you at least say time never was when man was not. Right? What is he talking about? We was before they construct the time used to trap our minds. We were roaming this land before their construct of time was used to trap our minds.
What do you think about a lot of people say a lot, you know, the ancient Egyptians was over here, and that's why we have places like Memphis and stuff. And they hold on, Rod. And they even say the pyramids, the Grand Canyon got a lot of ancient Egyptian shit in it, and that's why they closed it off to the majority of the public. But the Grand Canyon got a lot of ancient Egyptian shit. Brother Rod, talk to me about the ancient Egyptian influence on America.
There is no ancient Egyptian influence on America, but there is 100% an ancient American influence on Egypt.
Okay.
Let's run that back. There's no ancient Egyptian influence on America cultures, but there's ancient American influence on Egyptian culture.
Ancient Egyptian influence on America.
There is no ancient Egyptian influence on America, but there is 100% an ancient American influence on Egypt.
Okay, you gotta explain that.
Quetzalcoatl is Thoth. Thoth created Egypt, period.
Yes.
Quetzalcoatl is from South America, and Quetzalcoatl is Thoth.
What else came from South America? The plant life, the vegetation, the food products, all the organic ancient Egyptian traditional dishes all had 100% South American food crops incorporated.
Thoth created Egypt. Egypt back then was nothing more than Hollywood. That's it.
In ancient times, you say.
In ancient times, it was Hollywood. Right? We used to leave Arizona through an energy gate created by Thoth and walk straight to Egypt in 10 seconds.
The fuck out of here. Woo!
It's still there.
With Sedona?
Still there, down in the mountains, in the Arizona desert. You ain't, when you start getting close, you start getting interfered with by people in black suits. Wanting to know what the fuck you doing over there.
Egypt is nothing but Hollywood. And wow, okay.
The real shit was over here.
It's over here.
Right. This is where all the real juice was. This is where Big Mama house was here.
So the juice wasn't, Africa is supposed to be Big Mama's house. That's where the natural resources are.
Look,
yeah.
The juice is over here.
Mm.
Right? They don't call this the promised land for no reason. And they don't call it God's country for no reason. That's not an accident, and that's not Christian.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? The Christians want you to believe, and the Jews and the Muslims want you to believe the Middle East is the spot.
Right.
That's the bullshit.
Mm.
Because this was the spot before the Middle East even knew what Abraham could spell like.
Mm.
They had no alphabets over there in the Middle East when this was the shit. Right?
Drop
they
a
got
bomb.
us believing that all our castles, because they don't want us to know we got castles all over the land.
Mm.
We got pyramids and mounds for holy, for religious, well, spiritual retreats all over the land. You go on a spiritual retreat to tune in to nature. You create the mounds in order to harness the energy.
Yes.
Right? And what you build the mound is determining what you harness the energy. And you normally form the shape of the mound, right? According to the energy you're trying to harness. That's why some of them shaped like a snake, some shaped like an elephant, all different kind of stuff.
I want you to expound on this because what you said was interesting. I just had a brother Turtle Gang on here who said something similar about how, you know, our culture influenced Egypt instead of Egypt influencing our culture. I want to talk about Stone Mountain. Now I heard a brother that's a metaphysical teacher in the community for many years named Bobby Hemming. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I know he is.
But yeah, brother Bobby said that black granite from Stone Mountain, they took that black granite in Georgia, in Atlanta, Georgia, in Stone Mountain, and they put that on a capstone of the Great Pyramids. So he was talking about how important this land is over here.
A pyramid.
Right. Okay, so expound on Stone Mountain. Did they take?
Stone Mountain was an actual black pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the movie calls it the Dark Tower.
What movie?
Dark Tower.
That's the movie. Okay, I didn't see that movie. The movie's called Dark Tower.
Right. It's about a giant dark crystal shooting out the earth at the center.
Woo-hoo-hoo. So Stone Mountain's the center of the earth? What are you saying?
It's not the center of the earth, but that's what the movie about.
Okay.
But Stone Mountain is a black pyramid similar to that. It's also one in Alaska.
In Alaska, okay.
So, excuse me.
Okay.
These pyramids.
Hey, there's the wake and bake, man. This is lightning rod HAYES, man. He bringing the lightning, man. Fuck the heat. He bringing the lightning. Keep it going, man. Wake these niggas up, man. Break it down, man. Break this shit down, man. It's the same shit I've been saying. Sometimes y'all gotta hear it from another perspective. Same shit A1 been saying. Same one Jaguar been saying. You might just have to hear it from a different perspective. And I like the way this brother breaks it down. Shout out to Rod HAYES.
All over the place. They all got different properties according to the energy you want to harness.
Mm.
It's like, in one thing you need gas for power, another thing you need electric for power.
Yeah.
Right? Some stuff you use water for power.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So some things you use coal for power. You use different stuff. It's just like different crystals have different properties.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
So the stone that Stone Mountain is organically made of. It's formed into a actual crystalline structure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the older ones because the oldest ones grow forests on them and they call them mountains.
Mm-hmm.
But after sitting for so long unused, they get covered with soot. The soot turns to dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Then vegetation will naturally spring from the dirt. It's the law of nature.
Mm-hmm.
This is just like the Great Pyramid of China. Right? You familiar with that one?
Yeah, I just want to, I was able to find a picture of Stone Mountain. This is a picture of Stone Mountain right here.
It's obvious it's a pyramid. It's obvious. And look at the surrounding layout. This is typical of our architecture.
Yeah.
Because you see those river basins?
Yes.
Those are moats. But over the time, this is what happened to the Great Moat. Remember, when they give you the description of the Great Atlant or Atlantis, they tell you it's concentric rings to a center.
Mm-hmm.
Because Big Mama House is always at the center of our community. Right? And we all got a Big Mama, and all of the Big Mamas get together and they choose a Big Mama out of all the Big Mamas. Right? This is how we had the matriarchal structure. So if you can't see that's a pyramid, I feel for you. I just can't reach you right now.
Right. Facts.
Pull up Black Pyramid of Alaska.
Okay. Give me 1 second. You keep talking. I'm gonna pull it up.
Right. So when you understand that we was here, the mission is follow the biblical code. The biblical code is a supplanter code. What is a supplanter? It's an underminer. Who is the supplanter? Jacob. Who did he supplant? Esau. What's the description of Esau? He was ruddy, red, and hairy. The red man is who? The red man of the Americas. The ruddy red man is dark ass red. That's why they put ruddy in front of it instead of just red. Right? And dark red is this color. Almost brown.
Is this the
That's the one.
So this is in Alaska. So what's the science on this right here, Rod? What's this?
He's showing a few images of pyramids and stuff on mountains, or what I would say was prehistoric, petrified, antediluvian pyramids.
Made a parody in a movie called Men Who Stare at Goats. Right, but it's based on a true story. When they dismantled Germany, Russia got all of the kooky sciences that they call fringe sciences. America got all the technicians in Operation Paperclip. Look it up. Operation Paperclip, when they began to find out the Russians knew all of the intelligence, but they couldn't figure out how they was doing it until a KGB agent defected and told them that they were using psychic spies to spy on America. So America commissioned the military to study it and find out if it's possible to create a psychic spy. And they formulated a technique called controlled remote viewing, where you can develop the mind to see distant places, what they call bilocation in your vision, where your mind can go to a place where your body can't.
It's powerful. So, is this something that we're all naturally gifted with? Is this something we knew how to do when we was young and we forgot because of the indoctrination? Is it hard? What do you say to somebody who wants a remote view right now, controlled remote view right now?
So it's instructional videos on YouTube from the creators, but I use the manual personally as my study guide. The manual, you can pick it up on Amazon for about $10 or less if it's used. But the thing about it is, it's the same technique as tarot card reading. It's just in tarot card, you are learning more detailed tuning of the senses than you do in controlled remote viewing. But the benefit of learning controlled remote viewing is if it's applicable sooner than being able to intuit the tarot cards effectively.
Well, I want to talk to you about our music. You keep talking about the organic people of the land. Is the music, what would you consider organic music? Does it matter if it's vulgar, if it talks about pussy popping, shooting this, shooting that? What do you think is maybe that might be subjective, but it's
our music, no matter what our music is talking about, it's telling us the chiefs what's going on the land. If it's talking about pussy popping, booty shaking, if it's talking about robbing, stealing, killing, drug dealing, it's all telling. It's like a news reporter. We can't get accurate news from the news media, but the stories that come across redundant in the rap is the grievance that's vexing the community.
Okay.
Right? And those things that come out as love stories in the song is the affection of the community.
Yeah.
So we can tell the status of relationships by the content of the love song.
Yes.
So we know where the family relationships is. When we hear songs like "Ain't Nothing Going On But the Rent," we understand.
You knew what was going on at that time.
Right. We know what's going on in the community is the sisters is getting frustrated to the point where if you ain't bringing something to the table, they're not letting you sit down.
Right.
Right. So, because in our real culture, our women will give you all of the money if you about something.
Mm-hmm.
But so many of them got burnt by motherfuckers that was a waste of space and taking up oxygen that real people could be breathing. They become scorned, and then they start telling the next dude, ain't nothing going on but the rent.
Got to have a J-O-B if you want to play with me. I know the song.
That means that
it's going on. But
the woman don't really care if you got a job or not. She'll go get one.
Right.
But you got to be willing to pick up the slack where she fall off. If she go out and work, you got to be willing to do the housework. Right? Some women don't want to stay at home for raising the kids for 30 years. They want to go out and experience the world as a worker.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Worker gives them the opportunity to meet new friends.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way, man. I just want to say shout out to everybody in the chat, man, that's tuning in. Hit that like button on your way in, man. I will be dropping the link so y'all brothers and sisters can ask some questions. You know what I'm saying? Get an interaction with the crowd, and I will be selecting 3 more people to be part of the battle rap reaction panel. Y'all be a part of what we call the crowd. Now we introducing the online crowd, part of the battle rap event. So yeah, man, y'all tune in. We're gonna keep this information going. Be on the lookout for the link in the chat. I will be dropping that link, man. Hit that like button, thumb up the video, support the channel, man. Support your brother channel, man. It's very important for you guys to support the channel. Hit that like button, thumb up the video.
That's right.
Let's keep it going.
Form new alliances and find out what's going on with the sisters across the land. So some of them have to work. It's ingrained in them to do this investigation. So the guy that they pick have to be willing to understand the culture enough to know that when a woman is trying to work, she ain't just trying to go to work. She's trying to find out what we need to be doing in our relationship to help the land heal. Right? Heal the people on the land. We're more concerned about our people than we are about ourselves. Because the plight of our people is going to be the overall plight of our children. Right? So if we could care about the future, we have to protect the future by protecting the children. Right? Because when we get done raising the children, guess what they go own? The future. So we own the now. As the adults and as the elders, we own the now. That's our job. But what we're going to do with it in order for it to be a benefit for our children so that the future, they shouldn't have to solve the same stupid problems that we working with that our parents didn't solve. Right? So they got us fighting for civil rights. Civil rights is fighting to be a part of a corporation as a civil servant. As a civil servant, you become a trustee in a slave camp. Right? But we didn't know it. That's why Martin came out when Elijah told him what was going on, because he didn't know. Right? So when Elijah came out and told him what was going on, he told us, he told Harry Belafonte, I think I might have integrated my people into a burning house. What is he talking about? The fall of America. Elijah Muhammad wrote a book called The Fall of America. Right? So all of these things become relevant. When you listen to him explaining and vexing his grievance on the NBC interview, he tell the whole story, how they displaced us from the land, mechanized the land, picked people who didn't look like us to replace us as the owners of the land. But the part he didn't know is the niggas that owned the big house Wasn't us, but they look like us. And they use those people that they call the slave master to hide as the house nigga. And that's why our people don't like house niggas.
If they was not us, who were they?
They were conquistadors, blackamoors.
The Moors. The Moors was the sellouts thing.
They're not sellouts.
They were just
You gotta
slaves.
understand, they the attackers.
The attackers.
The chess game.
Okay.
So this is why they always tell you that black and white are classification. If you don't understand the classification, you can't unravel the deception.
Okay.
Right? So as long as you identifying and using the paperwork of your enemy to try to write your way into the law as a legitimate person, proves you an imbecile in law, which means you have no right to your inheritance of the land. But when the gig is up, is when you realize that they use a nation as a corporation. All nations is governed under Uniform Commercial Code. Uniform Commercial Code governs all international trade. They've been trading our labor under the false pretense of giving us jobs. They gave us monopoly money called fiat, right? To replace the gold that they're not allowed to use, but they can keep us from using it too.
Why they not allowed to use it?
Because it ain't theirs. They have no birthright to it.
They got it all under the World Trade Center.
Under the White House, all kind of places. They got them in tunnels everywhere. Right? So those are what they call the royal coffers. Every land had royal coffers. Europe had their own. The Moors looted it. But they created something called a Khazarian Jew, which was actually bankers from the high mountains of Prussia. So now you wonder, now you seeing what's going on over there in Russia. It's a war against the Khazarian mafia.
You connecting dots right now, brother. God damn, you connected some dots. Okay, be careful. Go ahead, talk.
Okay, now Biden was on the news.
Yes.
And he said that Putin claimed he was going into the Ukraine because they were developing weapons of mass destruction. Right? What did he bomb? He bombed Pfizer, office labs over there. He bombed Johnson & Johnson labs over there. Who make the vaccine? Right? So who he trying to protect? Who he trying to get rid of? Right? Now he said he was trying to get rid of the cabal. Who was Trump trying to get rid of? What he called them? Cabal, right? In the cabal, he also called the deep state. Because the deep state is those ones who had their real meeting places deep underground in bunkers. That's so that me and you don't know what they're talking about. Unless we know control remote viewing. Then we the fly on the wall, Mighty Cyrus. Right? And as the fly on the wall, we get enough information to come through like a wrecking ball. Right? So even the ones that don't look like us know the code. Right? Listen to what she's saying in Fly on the Wall. She's trying to listen in on the conversation. Right? And how do you listen in on the conversation? You become the fly on the wall. How do you do that? Control remote viewing. Right? Once you learn control remote viewing, you can actually go look for yourself. I went looking for Jesus and I couldn't find him.
Come on, brother. Don't say that. Don't say that, brother.
But I can tell you who I did find.
Who you found?
I found Cleopatra. Ask these people where her tomb at.
And I'm not even joking. What happened when you found her?
She was running for her life is what happened. They told you she committed suicide with an adder. Don't know. They didn't do that back then. That's not how they killed themselves. Just like that model that they said jumped off the building.
Yeah.
That's not how women commit suicide.
That's a man. Yeah.
That's out of context. That's telling us chiefs on the land, look at this situation. It ain't what they telling you. It doesn't matter. And what Johnny Cochran say about the glove with OJ?
If it don't fit, you must equip.
Right. So if the story don't fit the narrative they give it, if the story not fitting the narrative they give it.
Hey, music therapy. Yeah, send me some nice hip hop urban beats to my email. Maybe someone can drop my email in the chat. Moderators, drop my email in the chat for the brother music therapy. Yeah, just send them to my email, brother. Send all beats to my email, brother. I appreciate that. I will check them out when I get a chance.
Right. Now we know from experience, we can look this shit up. There was a genius they decided to throw out of a building of a mental institution to say he was insane. Right? Because he was revealing top secret information that they didn't know how he got. Right? But the problem is they couldn't explain how he unscrewed the gate that covered up the window on the inside and the outside while he was handcuffed. It didn't make sense. So the people that questioned it, they called them quacks and conspiracy theorists. The same thing they did with Charles Manson, but telling us that they sent him out to start a race war. But we so busy listening to the race war part, we ain't understanding that he giving us a warning. He telling us all the dirt they told him about poisoning the water with fluoride, cutting down the trees so we can't hardly breathe, but we think we breathing normal, but they cutting them down so fast.
Brother Music Therapy, Chief Holiday, and Sister Gretchen Ham both put my email in the chat, so you can inquire that at your own will whenever you get a chance, brother.
That we have to adapt to breathing on less oxygen, which deprives the brain of breath. And breath is spirit. So if you deprive somebody of spirit, you're depriving them of life. This is all orchestrated. So then they set the man up, accused him of some murders that he ain't had nothing to do with. They said they knew what Charlie wanted, but he never gave them the order. Make that shit make sense. But none of us can pay attention enough to the details because we're looking at the overall description that the media painted. The media is a disinformation specialist. Specialist. How you think a man get off with the Twinkie defense? The narrative the media painted is what got him off. Not that he ate a Twinkie and killed motherfuckers in front of the courthouse. That didn't get him off. The media narrative is what got him off.
The media narrative, yes.
It's the same with the boy walking down the street shooting motherfuckers. As soon as they called the people looters, he beat the case. He became the only competent law enforcement agent on site for a citizen's arrest. In the minds of the people that's the oppressor control. When they called the people that got shot looters, it's the same as saying criminals, it's the same as saying attackers. They said it was a mob, which told him that it was a whole bunch of them. He automatically have to defend himself. In any property, they tend to be trying to so-called loot. So whether he was right or wrong became inconsequential to the media onslaught of the disinformation campaign. When they get away with saying certain things in the media, you done. Right? Because the people following a well-written narrative, like they following the storyline on a movie. They probably can follow the storyline on the movie better. The storyline in real life is showing you what they're doing in your face. But it makes it into a parody that you can never believe because they attach terms like conspiracy theorist, quack, fringe information, you know. And then they say that the information ain't true, but they have the documents in their hands while they saying it.
Facts.
You know.
Hey Rod, I want to take this time to we're getting ready to get to the Q&A from the people.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, I'm about to get ready to drop the link in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm about to drop the link in the chat. If anybody have any questions, make sure you hit that link if you want to come on and build. And like I said, if you want to be part of the online crowd, I'm selecting 5 people, personally hand selecting 5 people to be part of the crowd reaction panel uh, live on the Battle Rap Arena. So if y'all want to be a part of that, the link is in the chat. Also hit that link as well. If you got questions, hit the link as well. We're gonna take a quick 60-second. We'll take a 60-second break and we'll be right back.
See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back. Got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
All right, man. We lit, man. It's 175 people in here, man. I dropped that link in the chat, man. Y'all more than welcome. Come on and ask any questions. Come build, bring some information, challenge, whatever the case may be. Like I said, hit that link, man. Hit that link. DJ Cuddy, man. Best to do it if you ever do it, man. DJ Cuddy. I don't know if y'all went over there on Vortex Battle League and seen that DJ Cuddy live action DJ battling with another DJ, man. It was a good one, man. And DJ Cuddy showed up, turned out for the culture, man. You already know how he do it, man.
For sure. Just wanted to represent everybody well. That's all.
He said that naked you in the face, love. That nigga Hiker funny as hell. I hit that link, Billy Goat. Hit that link, man. Hit that link, Billy Goat. Chi Alpha, hit that link. Who else we see in the chat? Let me see who else I see in the chat. Al TV, hit that link. You heard? Yeah, hit that link, man. Let me light this other wood up real quick. Man, just hit the link, man. Y'all scared to hit the link? If you ain't gonna hit the link, I'll end this motherfucking live stream, nigga. It's over with. Shout out to everybody in the chat, goddamn. Come on in. Don't be scared. I'm not gonna destroy your information today. Shout out to Mr. Miyagi. What's going on, Mr. Miyagi?
Bap. You killing them. Peace to the guys, man. Everybody doing this good. Guten Tag to all the American Aborigines. It's your Sahab, and I'm in the building. Everybody doing this day.
Man, well, everything's going quite pleasant today.
Everything's well, Chief. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Hey, man. I want to say shout out to you last night, man. Doing the listening party over at the Vortex Battle League, man.
Dope.
Good time last night. Yeah, it's a good time, man. We had a good time last night. A lot of good reaction from the Vortex, from the dark side, man. A lot of the DMT, man. They were definitely they were like, man, you Aboriginals got that heat over there. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, they trying to make it like the Aboriginals. You know, we have our separate music, and Pan Africans got their music, and then Hebrews got their music, and you know, so on and so forth, right? Yeah, you know, this is all American culture. It's all American music. Shout out to Blue 40. You're gonna be doing I told him he's gonna be out the blue,
Shout
big
out.
30. He's gonna be big 30 blue.
Yeah,
After 3, he's gonna get 3-0.
yeah,
It's gonna
man.
be
We
crazy.
gonna get Blue the fuck out of there, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
my
man.
Blue, man. Definitely about to get that nigga out of here, man. We gotta do what we gotta do. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly, man.
I didn't want to do it, you know. I didn't want to have to, cause he's a nice guy, you know. He's a nice guy, very likable guy, obviously, you know, Blue. But yeah, he's gonna die bad, man. That's what we coming to get it, man. 3 days to the event. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for the crowd to be a part of this, man. So now we gonna have a crowd. So that's dope.
Man, on
And I mean by
scheme,
crowd,
on scheme listening.
not just the viewers, but people actually on the panel as the crowd reacting live. It's gonna be dope, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So, what are we gonna say? Yeah, shout out to King Tutoring. Shout out to Big Dog Philly OG, man. Shout out to everybody, man. It was good, man.
We got Ab
Hey,
TV on the
hey,
show. We got Ab
Al,
TV.
what's up, brother?
Shout out to God of the
What up,
Lord
man?
of the Geechies.
To God, shout out to all American Aborigines. What's goody?
What's cracking, man?
Man, we getting ready for this event, G. This battle rap event.
Hey, last night, goddamn, DJ Cuddy was goddamn getting it in, bro. Goddamn, he had me live last night, bro. Also, I love the album, bro. The album is fire. I be pumping that shit.
Appreciate that
on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that too,
definitely.
brother.
Shout out to all the artists you got on there. Shout out to everybody who was involved, man. I'm fucking with it. I appreciate it. Y'all getting me through my reality with the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate the work, fellas.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yeah. That's what it's all about, man. You ready for this event, Big Al?
Hey, man, you know, I already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know what time it is with us, bro. We gonna do what we always did.
We gonna put on. We gonna put on, G.
Yeah, man. Like that bet still stands too. Y'all niggas money at, man. Y'all niggas feeling froggy about your Pan-African MCs, bro. Like, tap in, nigga. Put your money where your mouth at.
After he betting, he putting the money up. Job breaks gonna kill schemes. Big Al gonna get Blue out of there. What's up?
Yeah. Oh, Scheme though. He ready. He said he ready, man.
Scheme said he ready.
He listening to Lose Yourself right now.
Yeah, he already got throw up on his mom sweater already.
Mom spaghetti.
Hey, AP, y'all already got something established for the winners or something like that? Or is it gonna be just like a see, we need it. Yeah, we can work something out.
I think he's gonna be raising money throughout the live stream for the cash donations to give to the artists and shit.
Okay.
But I believe that's it.
Yeah, if you know what I'm saying, we would definitely like to put up some DVD for the winners and shit, but I don't really fuck with Lex, so I ain't even gonna act like I do.
The GOAT in the building. Shout out to Black Lotus. Lex about to send his little hitters out to get sniped. See, he talking about these the killers of his league, but his killers about to get killed. So we the killers that kill killers.
Niggas are serial killers around here. Mass murder.
Somebody got an echo.
I say it's a bunch of brain dead killers. Because a lot of them are brain dead. They ain't using their brain for shit. They just regurgitating. Y'all got it.
Yeah, a lot of them are regurgitating a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, y'all hit me up, chiefholiday@gmail.com, man. If you got beats, you got lyrics, you're a singer. Matter of fact, we're looking for some choreography right now. So if anybody into that, hit your boy up, man. Y'all already know, y'all seen cartoonists, mechanics. Jobs on deck over here, man. chiefholiday@gmail.com. All over America, by the way. So tap in, man. We really putting in work over here.
my boy
Shout out to
do
all the builders out
choreography.
there, man.
My dude in
Say
the
what you say,
chat do
brother.
choreography. He a dancer.
That's what's up. Hit me up. What's his name?
Chi Alpha. Chi Alpha. That nigga be dancing.
Chi Alpha, you be dancing?
He like one of them B2K Pretty Ricky dancing ass niggas.
Oh, he be crumping and shit like
Yeah.
Chris Brown and them?
Yeah, like
Sheesh.
some
Bro,
and shit.
nobody crumps no more, bro.
For real, I seen that nigga one time. That nigga, hey, that nigga get it.
That nigga be Jabberwocky in around. Hell no.
I think it's a couple more dancers in here. I ain't seen them in here this evening. I ain't seen them chatting today. Yeah, when I see them, I'll let you know.
Hey, if niggas saw what they was getting on TikTok for these little dances and shit, niggas would start dancing.
Hell yeah, niggas be doing a new dance every day. We gonna do the Aboriginal Tootsie Roll, nigga.
Oh yeah, we about to start a DVD challenge for sure on TikTok, man. We gonna see if we can get some shit jumping, man. We gonna get some shit
Hey
jumping.
man, so listen, if there any hip hop artists out there, man, just what's up with it, man? We putting on for the culture.
That's
I
right.
just spit my coffee out. Hey, Root Words, hit the link, man. Root Words, I heard you used to rap. Hit the link, Root.
Terrible.
Hit that link in the chat. Gretchen Helms put it in there. Shout out to Gretchen Helms, man, one of the illest moderators that support the movement. Man, she the GOAT. Shout out to
Super
Gretchen.
Hey, make sure y'all go holler at Gretchen about her journals, man. She got some journals she got cooking up, man.
I
Make
was
sure y'all
just
tap
about to
in with
say
the
that.
sis. Yeah, man.
Gonna put the
Tap
link in the
with
chat
sis.
room so we can purchase the journal.
Yeah, if anybody want to purchase them journals, make sure y'all hit that. Support Aboriginal business, black-owned business, indigenous and Tonton business. You know what I mean? Your people's business. You know what I mean? Drop that in the link when we do. So when she drop that in the link, make sure y'all run over there to support Sister Gretchen.
And I gotta tell you about it, Gretchen. I got a song for you. It's gonna be dope.
Also, y'all can holler at A.V. to get the DVD shirts. You be supporting his business by doing that. And we got DVD stickers for your cars. We just working on how we gonna work that out. But I think we gonna add it to the package of the shirts. I just gotta get with A.V. to make that happen. But also we got some more things coming for the youth.
What's up with the golf balls, man?
Oh shit! You see, that's coming, but that's on another project. So we talking about two projects right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Each one got to have its own space and time. You know what I mean? But we definitely gonna be having some golf balls with our NFTs and shit on them.
That's what's up. Said music therapy. Said I'm a part of a rap group called Not Your Average in Seattle, Washington. That's what's up.
Bro, bro. Where you at?
Well, check you out, music therapy. Some stuff, man. See what y'all doing out there in Seattle.
That's what I'm saying. Hop on, bro.
Y'all ain't had nobody out there in Seattle since Baby got back in them. What's his name?
Who in Seattle?
Who is that?
My anaconda don't want none. You got buns, hun.
What is that? Like 84?
What's the fuck that dude's name? It's like 83 something.
Yeah.
Sir Mix-a-Lot. Yeah, he from Seattle.
My time. That's like saying Marvin Gaye.
He kept it real. He won't fuck with no white bitches. Shout out to Show Nixon.
Okay, well, I need one of them copies. So definitely I need an autographed copy. Miss Helm, appreciate you. Yeah. So you got 24 copies left. Matter of fact, I might need 2. So you might have 23. Yeah, I'm gonna need 2, Gretchen. So yeah, 23 copies left, y'all. So I'm gonna support twice. How about that? Y'all support Miss Helm in her endeavors. She supports the community. So yeah, we're gonna definitely be talking about this every day, all day. Support the real, y'all. If not, I'm gonna be cussing niggas out. I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all ain't shit. Not y'all, but y'all know the good, y'all.
Hey, if y'all ready for the event, like I said, April 30th is going down 8 o'clock Central Time. So that's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Run over to the Lex Vortex Battle Rap League. Subscribe to the channel real quick so y'all be tuned in. The winner will be announced a few days later. Y'all will have to take your vote on the poll. It will be a poll put up after the post after the battle. So y'all be able to vote on who y'all think won. So yeah, man, tap in, man. I'm coming to
somebody said Lex can battle to Zariat. That would be
that shit. How about he battle Rob Bourne?
Oh yeah, man, those we dropping those Friday we dropping Legends Never Die apparel. So y'all be on the lookout for that. For the project, man. So everybody appreciate everybody that just rocking out with the music, man. We really appreciate it. Just do us a favor, share it with as many people as you can. How about that? What you gotta do?
That's it.
I ain't gonna cap, Chief. I'm definitely planning on wanting to use some clips from from some of the music on there for some advertisement purposes.
It's
I need
all
to holler at
good.
you anyway.
We want to talk battle rap, man. We got to talk battle rap. Words, hit the link. Don't be scared, Rude. Everything's all right. I put my dogs in the yard.
I didn't know.
Why you
I didn't
scared to hit the
know
link?
Quincy Jones was from Seattle.
I thought Quincy Jones from Detroit. Man.
Who did he?
Went to Detroit.
Who the last person Quincy Jones managed?
Shit.
Jesus. Shit. I don't remember. Jackson 5, nigga? That nigga was been a while. Smokey Robinson them?
Yeah, it might have been like Patty LaBelle or somebody.
The Flutters. Some shit y'all ain't never heard of. One of the head, he managed the Flutters.
Yeah, the Flutters, yeah, they flooded the fuck out on their homies.
Terrible. Yeah. He said, Tamia. Shit.
Hey, where Blue at? Blue gonna die bad, man. Blue gonna die bad.
Rain Alexander's in the building.
What the hell Scheme? Where's Scheme?
Tevin. Just Tevin.
After this, man, I'm gonna battle 2 niggas at one time.
At one time?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Next time.
Sheesh. Man, it's gonna be epic.
Nigga said he gonna have a handicap match.
A handicap.
And smoke them
a
both.
Lumberjack match in this mug. Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting, man. But yeah, I definitely I like Blue, man. I like Scheme, man. They good sports. They don't get butt hurt and be all mad, shit. So it's just a good time, man. So we're having a good time with it.
Yeah, Blue poised, man. I hope he getting in his bag, man. It's already locked in. It's really too late to do. I mean, a nigga can always crop something up the last minute, but it's over with, man. Ain't nothing a nigga can think
Hey, P, if you lose, you gotta cut your dreads and your mustache and beard. You're gonna be looking like Roland Martin.
Yeah.
You motherfucker, G. You funny. Man, I ain't cut shit, man. I already made my bets, G.
You gonna be looking like the older Buddha.
Hey, I never battle rap before, man. You gotta give me that, man. I never did it before. I might come in there like that. Traffic, looking for my chapstick. Like I'm trying to. This is my first time doing it, fam.
It's big for the community.
We're bringing out the brooms and mops. Sweeping and
I get my dancing on. I'm a hip hop baby, man. I'm ready to background dance in that Aboriginal video.
That nigga said Rolling Martin. I'm on the fucking floor.
That was a good one, right?
That shit got me.
I was minding my business. Y'all was calling me, man.
Hey, how long was you holding that one in the chamber?
Hey, but listen though, that's gonna negate the fact that you still be breakdancing. So go ahead, hook my nigga Chief Holiday up, show him some of them old genuine.
Play that Aboriginal right now. I'll dance for y'all live right now. I'll give y'all a little sample, son. I'm hip hop, nigga. Crush Groove, baby.
Word.
Yeah, that nigga breakdancing.
Let's see this. I'm gonna put you on the screen. What's up?
Hold on. Let's put him on the screen. Hold on.
Are you in the car? You gonna dance in the car, sir? Looking like Rico and
get off of y'all. Jeez. Okay, Cuddy, hook me up, man.
Cuddy got hooked him up with a beat now. Get one of them You Got Served beats right quick.
For the community.
Go.
Look. Damn man. A lot of y'all scientists, you be proud as hell. Your granddaddy did it, then you did it. You can ride in there. I don't know who with me or against me. It be hard to tell. Chaos energy. I'm heated. It get hot as hell.
Yeah, cut right back on him.
DJ, drop the beat. Nah, this bullshit. I like that. I always want to say that. That's fine. Hey, hey, let's get Shy Alpha back on the screen. This nigga about to do. Now we want to see some real dancing. Now we don't want to see no remedial ass shit out here. I don't want to see no. Come on.
For the community. A lot of y'all pseudoscientists, you be proud as hell. Your granddaddy did it, then you did it. You can ride in here. I don't know who with me or against me. It be hard to tell. Hot as
Is Chai Alpha froze or am I bugging?
Nah, he froze.
Man, it feel good to be Aboriginal. Everybody tribe up, had to be major. Yeah, I got my melanin. Guilty without no evidence. Y'all pseudoscientists, you be proud as hell. Your granddaddy did it, then you did it. You can ride it. I don't know who with me or against me. It be hard to tell. Chaos energy. I'm heated. It get hot as hell. Man, it feel good to be Aboriginal. 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 Everybody tribe up, had to be major. Yeah, I got my melanin. Guilty without no evidence. All natural. You know me. Jury, it's on me. Swagger, you matter. That's making me chase the fatter. Michael Jackson, but I'm better. Fuck all lives matter. My teachers all know I ain't got mine either. I don't need a preacher, I just go within. We don't need a leader, no, we gonna win. I see apples with the win again. Tell a friend, we going in. All skill. Y'all heard the tribunal? They sweat us dead like funeral. Win a record like Tuno. Fly a lot like UFO. Joe Biden, you a hoe. You a hoe and you not original. We ain't going nowhere, you pitiful. We keep coming right back, residual. We over here lit. Fuck about who you with. Breaking our status and shit. Know about your citizenship. What do you know about your status and shit? Suffix looks like shit. Whole system ain't shit. Do something about this shit. You ain't gotta say it something like a king. This is what I seen when I had a dream. Shoulda had a scene, do the right thing. Carbon based being, let freedom. I don't want 48 cause I got 40 haters. Saving myself, I don't need no savior. Say what you save it for later. I don't wanna save, I'm no lifesaver. I don't even know you, stranger danger. If you gon' smoke, I'm no park ranger. Not the online type, do me that favor. Everybody tribe up, had to be major. Me, play with me, I don't got patience. I need some this that only see agents. Beta is your fragrance. I come from the ancients. All this division is lame shit. I was telling my Nietzsche the same shit. Get you something to play with. Real Indians ain't it. My files be flagrant. A lot.
I can't, man. I can't. Woo.
Yeah, child.
Apples. That's what's up.
Yeah, boy. I know you got a good workout, boy. You was getting it in, nigga. Hell yeah.
God, I'm already skinny. Love y'all, man.
That's what's up, man. Drip check.
Drip check.
Peace to the guy.
Somebody said, what the fuck? I come back in. Y'all be wild. Somebody said, y'all lied to that man.
Yeah, I'll do anything. It was for the youth then. We could do a challenge. That's how we make this shit go viral. We do Aboriginal dance challenge, man.
Yeah, who want that smoke?
Who want that smoke?
Hey, my nigga Aboriginal Smith will come on and do some shit like some old crip walk for your ass. Your ass done. I know Hiker can dance. Somebody say he danced like a white man. Damn.
I am white in status.
Jeez, y'all wild in the chat. That nigga was getting it, y'all. That nigga was doing a Millie Rock and shit. I can't even do the Millie Rock. That nigga was doing the Millie Rock.
I was off the fly, man. I'll be more prepared next time. It was for the chat, for education and entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what's up.
So salute to DJ Cuddy, man.
Man, y'all still got big coats on out there though?
Well, I got you on here. What's up, man? You ready to get into the Battle Rap League? You scared?
I ain't never scared. I've been told you get my number from Chief Holiday. I was gonna pull up on you today on my day off.
Yeah, you should have, man. I need to get your number. I got your number. I need to I got you. I'm gonna find your number. I got you. You sent it to me
For
before.
real, bro. We got a bill. I'll talk to you about something. You owe me an apology, nigga. You owe me an apology, nigga. You know what we talk about.
I really know. But listen. Somebody say y'all wild as fucking. Hey, they be wild in here.
And I had this for you right here, AP. Hold on. I had this for you after your little battle with brother Sanchez. You feel me? I was trying to bless you with this shit right here. This is Mayan Kodak.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, you're supposed to be put up on that. Yeah, you're supposed to be put up with that motherfucker on the dead homes. The big boy Mayan Codex necklace.
4:30, tune in. 4:30. What up, Philly OG?
Man, it's going down. Witness a homicide. It's gonna be a double body there. Blue gonna get smoked. Shout out to my brother out the Blue 40, but he's smoked. Scheme gonna get smoked by my brother Job.
Salute the job. Bet on that black dollar.
Yeah, the black digital dollar for sure. Definitely get with the black digital dollar. But yeah, man, I guess we ain't gonna be on here too long, man. We'll tap in later on, man. Probably do another build. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Support the channel. April the 30th, that's 3 days. April the 30th, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Job Bricks versus Schemes. Big Aboriginal Power versus Out the Blue 40. Vortex Battle League. Make sure y'all tune in. Run over there, subscribe. Hey, if you watching this, make sure you subscribe to my channel, man. Hit the like button. Thumb up the video. Support the channel. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power, man. With that being said, man, we out of here. Make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Have a blissful day, a luxury and joyous day. Be safe, stay aware, stay vigilant, stay dangerous. It's your brother, Aboriginal
Peace,
Power.
everybody. Much love from the OG. Peace.
Shout out to Big Dog Philly OG. Do the thing, get the damn thing.
They won't see me. They won't let me yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them yeah. They won't see me yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them yeah. They won't see me yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair right up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them yeah. They won't see me yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them yeah.